Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet, and welcome to yet another edition of Dogmail, the show where I read out the emails that you guys send me from all over the freaking world. In the background of today's episode, you can see me working on the railway station in the Mountain Kingdom on the Kingdom Craft server. I hope you guys enjoy that footage, man. The place is starting to look absolutely freaking sweet. And remember guys, if you want to send me an email that could be featured in Dogmail, you can get in touch via email or on dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community. All the details are in the description box below. And remember to tell me where you are from, guys. I absolutely love getting your emails and seeing where you guys are from all over the freaking world. Well, today we've got a ton of dog mails to get through. Thank you to everybody who emailed me since the last episode. And even if you are not featured in today's dog mail, I promise you guys I read every single dog mail, and I want to thank all of you who wrote in, man. It is so freaking awesome waking up every single day and getting to read fresh dog mails in my inbox or on Dogcraft. It's just the best part of my day. I love it. So without further ado, my friends, let's get cracking and reading some dog mails. The first one comes from a cyberdog called Caleb, and he has the following to say. Hey ReNDoG, my name is Caleb, I am 17 years old and I am from New Zealand. I have been subscribed to you since about halfway through Season 2 of your Let's Play Minecraft series, and I've watched every single episode of Season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just wanted to say that your videos are absolutely amazing, and I get so excited when I log into YouTube and I see a new video from you in my inbox. A few years ago, I was subscribed to about 20 different Minecraft YouTubers, but now you are one of the very few who I still remain subbed to, and that's because your videos are so unique and different. I love all the imagination you add into your series, all the absolutely incredible things you build, and all the awesome stories that you tell. You are such an amazing YouTuber and you make such fantastic videos. Keep up the awesome work, my friend. Cyberdog for life, Caleb. Oh man, thank you so much, Caleb, for that dog mail. And what an awesome dog mail to start today's episode off. So much love, man. Thank you so much for all the really kind words. And it's so freaking sweet to hear that you've been with me all the way since Season 2, and it's good to see that you went back to watch Season 1 too, or I would have posted a very sharp and spiky pickaxe in the mail. Address your damn butthole. Thank you so much for your dog mail, Caleb. I hope you have an amazing week, my friend. Let's move on to the next dog mail for today, guys. Kind of a weird one and kind of a short one, but this one is from Happy Venom, and they have the following to say. Hi, Ren. I have been wondering lately what you were called when you were a baby. Were you called Renpuppy, or were you simply called Ren? From a cyberdog from down under, Australia, I assume. Happy Venom. Well, Happy Venom, that is a very curious question. I must say, no one's ever asked me that question before. But I'm happy to tell you that my mama dog called me Ren, the cutest damn puppy that I ever did saw dog when I was a baby. Okay? Thanks, mama dog. I love you. Thanks so much for your dog mail, Happy Venom. Made me freaking lol, man. Let's move on to the next one, my friends. This one comes from XYZ Inferno, who, in fact, I spoke to in the chat on dogcraft.net the other day. It was awesome to meet you, my friend. And your dog mail has the following to say. Dear Ren the dog, to start off this dog mail, I just wanted to say that you are the best YouTuber of all time. Not only do you play games that everybody loves, but you also entertain us with your commentary and stories. I mean, you have had the most exciting life ever. You have been in Silkworm Gang and have traveled to so many countries. The thing I like the most is how you appreciate what you have. You appreciate your cyberdogs, your career, and everything you do, and that's why I like to hear your commentary. The day after my birthday is the day I go back to school. I live in America, by the way. I'm just starting 9th grade. ReNDoG, I was wondering on how you always stay organized in your videos. At first when you start a build, I usually can't imagine what it looks like in the end, but after you build it, everything is put together nicely. When you were younger, ReNDoG, were you organized? I really want to know. Plus, ReNDoG, can't you please play Hearthstone and Feed the Beast? I love to see you noob out, joking, you are awesome. And do something technical. I was thinking that FTB is like the Silkworm Gang built a Ren Star to attack the Space Gang in their own territory in space. please bring it back. Your videos will always be awesome. Sorry for the long dog mail. Your loyal cyber dog, XYZ Inferno. Well, thank you so much for your awesome dog mail, Inferno. Let me try and answer some of your questions. Was I organized when I was a kid? Well, I can tell you something. I have never been organized. I came out of my mama dog unorganized. Let me tell you something, man. My room is always a state of disaster. It looks like a freaking atomic bomb has gone off. I've always been that way. My desk at school was an absolute disaster area. I don't know, I just find it difficult to keep organized and keep everything freaking sorted. You know, it's like organized chaos. That's what my life is like, right? Everything is kind of all over the place, but I kind of know where everything is. And I suppose that is pretty much the same when it comes to the way that I play Minecraft. When I come up with a new build, I can see it very clearly in my brain. And even when I go to the foundations of where we're going to start the build, even though it's literally just like a piece of land or a jungle that we need to cut down, somehow in the freaking chaos that is my brain, I can see how the build is going to turn out. And what I usually try and do to keep organized in the episodes is that before the episode starts, I give myself kind of like a goal to achieve, right? So I'll start an episode, say we're working on the mob castle in survival. I'll be like, okay, in this episode, I'm going to finish off these aqueducts. And even if I haven't started building the aqueducts, at least I set myself a goal. And as the goal progresses and as the episode progresses, so other goals start to appear and start to show themselves, and I can start following those goals too. And eventually, somehow, through some miraculous freaking jazz in my brain, what I can see in my head translates into what you guys can see in Minecraft. Can't tell you exactly how it happens, but it does. You know, I've been driving my mama dog crazy for many, many years with my unorganization, man. You know, she always used to tell me, messy room, messy mind, is what she used to tell me to try and encourage me to clean my room. And I've got to say, when I actually do sort out my jazz, when I sort out my flat, get everything neat and tidy, my brain does feel a little bit cleaner and a little bit more organized. But, you know, that organization soon goes out the window. And for those of you guys who have been with me for a long time, you'll know, man, you know, I've tried to have schedules on the channel. The schedules usually don't work out too well, and that's usually because of my disorganization more than anything else. But yeah, I hope that answered your question. And oh, you asked about Hearthstone and Feed the Beast. Well, I don't know if we're going to have time to play Hearthstone. I hope that maybe in the future we will be able to get back to playing Hearthstone. But at the moment, I work a full-time job, and you know, I just only have enough room in my life for a handful of series. And the series that we're doing on the channel at the moment is pretty much my limit. I don't think there's going to be any space for anything else. Of course, we are still trying to get modded Minecraft into the schedule onto the channel, and I'm working my ass off to try and get that in. Of course, as you guys know, modded Minecraft or Feed the Beast episodes take the longest. They certainly take up the most amount of time for me, because I got to do all the research, I got to do all the testing before I record the episodes. So one Feed the Beast episode usually takes me, you know, sort of 3 to 4 hours for a 20-minute episode. And at the moment, I just don't have enough time to do a super consistent Feed the Beast series. But what I am trying to do is find some time on the weekends where I can record 1 or 2 modded Minecraft episodes for the week. And I think that'll be a pretty good balance for us. I know there's so many of you guys out there who are waiting for modded Minecraft, and I can tell you that I am so excited about getting back into modded Minecraft. I miss it so much. I loved modded Minecraft just as much as I loved survival. So I'm working my ass off, my friends. Stay with me. That modded Minecraft is a coming. I promise you guys. Keep your eyeballs on the ReNDoG channel, man. It is on the way. Thank you so much for your damn dog mail, Inferno. Hope you have a great week. Let's move on to the next dog mail for today, guys. This one comes from Henry, or Aqua Buzzard HR, and they have the following to say. Hello, my name is Henry Aqua Buzzard HR, and I'm 13 years old. I just started watching. Sorry, but I'm already hooked. I come from other YouTubers who are a bit more serious, and so this is a nice change of pace. So basically, I thought of a few ideas that you could build maybe, and I wanted to see what you think. First off, when 1.9 comes out and you fight the dragon, maybe you could turn the entire stronghold into an end portal temple like the one you built for the Nether. One side should have the portal and the other should have the dragon egg maybe, and the dragon egg could perhaps be inside a grotto of chorus plants. Just a thought. And as for a note more related to your current builds, your Nether district you mentioned earlier sounds really cool. I thought that it could have a nether church, and that is like a mini version of the temple, but with some wood and such. As for the building blocks, I've seen some build with granite and nether brick, and I'm not sure if it'll work with your texture pack or not. Something to try out. And speaking of your texture pack, what are you going to do once 1.9 comes out? Are you going to stay in 1.8 until the texture pack updates, or are you going to stay in the vanilla texture pack until the texture pack updates? The second one is much more logical, but I'm sure a few of your builds would look strange without the pack. Stay awesome, Henry Aquabuzzard HR. Thank you so much for your awesome Dogmail, Henry. And you know what I really liked about this Dogmail? You got me thinking about 1.9. There's such awesome stuff coming. We've got some new blocks. We've got that chorus plant jazz are coming. And of course, we have a lot of incentive to finally go to the end. I absolutely love your idea of turning the stronghold into an end portal temple. That is just absolutely awesome. I love that. I'm probably going to end up doing that, Henry. That is an absolutely awesome idea. What we're going to do with the dragon egg? Well, no freaking idea, to be honest. Haven't even thought about it, but really cool ideas that you've been giving me here, man. A nice chorus plant grotto. I really like the sound of that. As for the John Smith texture pack when 1.9 comes out, the John Smith texture pack has a really strong community behind it, and I have no doubt that we'll have new textures pretty quickly. I'm sure the guys are working on textures already using the snapshot textures that we've got, so I'm not too worried about it. I think we'll probably have a full texture pack within a week or two of the patch coming out, so I think we will be okay, and I'll definitely be going to 1.9 as soon as we possibly can, my friend. Anyway, thank you so much for that Dogmail, Henry. Really freaking sweet. Right, let's move on to the next Dogmail for today, guys. And this one comes from Max. And Max has the following to say. Hey, ReNDoG, welcome from the United States of America. My name is Max, and I wanted to talk to you because I saw your last Dogmail, and it was freaking awesome. You helped me through the toughest times in my life, and I wanted to say thank you. When my own granny dog passed, you helped me, and for the first time in a week after that made me smile. I had a few suggestions. Number one, for Kingdom Craft, I love that series by the way, you should silk touch mushroom blocks from the big mushrooms and use it at like a gross kind of fungus in the Swamp Kingdom. Number two, where has the Witch's Cave gone, man? I love that project so much. Number three, on your next adventure, you have to search for a flower forest. You can get those rare flowers from Mama Dog's greenhouse and for the molehole. Thank you so much for reading this so much. I have been with you since the first episode of Minecraft Survival, and at the end of that season, I went and watched all of Terraria. By the way, you should build some houses on a beach in your world so the people of Mole City can get some beach time, man. Love your vids. Can't wait for more. You the best. If you read this, I thank you. Thank you so much for that awesome Dogmail, Max. Really, really cool suggestions. Love the idea of using mushroom blocks as a fungus in the Swamp Kingdom. That is a really cool idea. The Witch's Cave. Man, we have been talking about the Witch's Cave for some years now. We've opened now, 3 major projects in survival. We're working on Mob Castle, the Victorian Auto Farm Greenhouse, and the railway line to Mob Castle from Grand Mulhall Station. But you know what? I think there's room in Season 4 for one more major project. Should we go back to the Witch's Cave, my friends? I want to see some yays in the comment section below. If you want my freaking ass back in the Witch's Cave, maybe we'll get going on that sucker this week. That's a really cool idea. Thanks so much for your Dogmail, Max. You freaking legend. Hope you have an awesome day. All right, let's move on to the next Dogmail for today, my friends. I told you we had a lot of Dogmails to get through. This one comes from Chloe, and she has the following to say. Greetings, ReNDoG. My name is Chloe, and I'm from the Netherlands. Oh, that's awesome. That's my motherland, Chloe. First off, I want to say thank you so much for making me smile and helping me through my first and second year of middle school. I also wanted to say you are my #1 YouTuber, with 2 others. Okay, it was hard to choose my top since I like you all. Well, anyway, the first video I saw of you was Minecraft Survival Episode 1. I recently rewatched Episode 1, and I have to say you really have changed. And just one more thing before the question questions and suggestions. I finally joined dogcraft.net. When you first told us cyberdogs about it, I was 12 and not able to join, and when I turned 13, I wasn't allowed to join, and now I'm 14 and the happiest cyberdog ever because I finally joined. Okay, now some questions and suggestions. Question 1. Which big YouTubers would you like to collaborate with? For example, Sky Does Minecraft or Yogscast. Question number 2. Will you build something big on the second continent, like the Space Gang fort? Number 3. What countries would you want to visit? Please say Holland. Now, some suggestions. If you ever are going to make an underwater city, you should call it Doglantis or Hippocampia. It's named after the mythological creature Hippocampus. Number 2, you should make a fisher town on the second continent with a big harbor. Number 3, and it would be cool if you show some fan art at the end or beginning of your videos with the artist's name and stuff, or create a thread on dogcraft.net for fan art. Number 4, you should open a PO box eventually so we can send you stuff. I really hope you will open a PO box so I can send you some fan art I made. Sorry for the long, super long mail. I hope this will come on Dogmail. If not, I hope for a reply to my questions and suggestions. Well, that's about it, and can't wait till your next video from your loyal cyberdog, Chloe, aka Foxit Trot. Foxy, thank you so much for your awesome dog mail. Really great questions, really great suggestions. Let's go through some of them, shall we? What big YouTubers would I like to collaborate with? Well, that's an interesting question. You know, the big YouTuber I would most like to collaborate with now is I'm Anderzel, who isn't, well, he used to be a Minecrafter, but he's currently on a break from Minecraft and playing Counter-Strike. But you know, I've been hanging out with Anderzel at Gamescom and at the NVIDIA GTX Challenge, and we really became pretty good mates, and we get on quite well. So I would absolutely love to play some Minecraft with I'm Anderzel. I think we'd have an absolute blast together. He's an absolute legend. I love the man. Freaking Swede. I don't know what it is with me, man, but I love the Swedes. Another big YouTuber I'd like to collaborate with is Doc M. I also met him at Gamescom and at the NVIDIA Challenge. He's such a wonderful guy, such a nice person, and you know, he's obviously a freaking Minecraft god, and he could teach me a thing or two when it comes to technical Minecraft that I would very much appreciate. And I would love to just hang out with the guy, man. He's so freaking awesome. And of course, there are a whole bunch of other YouTubers that I'd like to collaborate with. B00 I would love to collaborate with because he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I've only recently started watching B00 over the last year or so, and man, I feel like I've missed out so much. He's such an amazing YouTuber, and he's such a brilliant Minecrafter too. I love his style in Minecraft. The way he uses details to bring builds to life. He does it. I think he's one of the best in the business, man. I've learned a lot of little hints and little tips and little skills from B00, just using different blocks, different depths, different textures to enhance builds. He's so good at that stuff. And of course, he sounds like he's such an awesome dude. So I would love to collaborate with any of those guys, man. I think the three of them are really awesome people. Number 2, will you build something on the big second continent? You know, the second continent is kind of a strange place. It's because the chunks were rendered in Minecraft 1.2.5 or 1.3. I can't remember. It's a very old place. You know, there's not a lot of new stuff there, and I'm thinking that for the future in Minecraft Survival, we want to start making stuff in new chunks, especially when 1.9 comes on. So I'm not really that excited about spending too much time on the second continent. It's a little bit outdated, I think. Number 3, what countries would you want to visit? Well, I'd love to visit Holland again. I've been to Holland many, many times. My ancestors, in fact, come from Holland. My family is Dutch, actually. My grandparents were Dutch, and they moved to South Africa after World War II. So I'm pretty much, 2 generations Dutch, which is awesome. And whenever I'm in Holland, it does actually feel like my home. I can see my Dutch face all over the place when I'm walking around Holland. I'm like, damn, these people look like me, man. This is crazy. But other than that, I would love to visit the United States of America. I haven't been to America yet. I've been to almost every country in Europe now, and I've loved every single country. I would love to head over to America because, man, America is freaking sweet. And it's so big. There's so much beauty to see there, and of course, a ton of my favorite cyber dogs are over there too. You know, we got Beargo. We've got oh man, it's just I don't even want to start listing them because there's just too many. But I would love to get over to America to say hello to Beargo, to say hello to Ivan Dogovich, and all the other sweet ass cyber dogs that I've met over the years. You know what? I need to get myself over to America, man. Seriously. Yeah, and opening a P.O. box is a great suggestion. I think I'm probably going to get that set up, actually. I know that a ton of you guys have been making me some real-life art, and you want to send that to me. So let me have a look this week if I can get that set up. I think that's a great suggestion, Foxy. And by the way, there is a thread on dogcraft.net for fan art. I'm going to put a link in the description box below for those of you guys who have made me some fan art and you're worried that I haven't seen it yet. Why don't you go post it on Dogcraft? I look at all of the art there, and there's a whole bunch of other Cyberdog artists there too doing amazing freaking work. So go check it out, my friends. Well, that was an awesome dog mail. Thank you so much, Foxy. Let's move on to the next one. And this one comes from a cyberdog called Jamie. Jamie has the following to say, "Hey, ReNDoG, Jamie here from Ireland. I just wanted to tell you that you are freaking amazing and that I have literally seen every video that you have ever done. Not one word of a lie, my friend. You are my idol in my life, man, and you have taught me so many morals. Like when you told the story about upsetting your teacher in school, that made me think so hard about many a time that I had upset someone. I cannot believe that you didn't have 1 billion subscribers. I just have 2 questions. Number 1, are you ever going to play Xbox or PlayStation games like COD or maybe even console Minecraft? It would open your channel to a whole new audience and introduce people to your awesome freaking butthole. And my second suggestion is, when are you going to fix the redstone torches on the railway line to Silkworm Gang Fort? Put them underneath the power rails, your butthole. It's driving my OCD crazy, dude. Thanks, man, for 4 years of freaking awesomeness. With most YouTubers, it's them and the fans divided, but with you, it really feels like a united community. Here's to 4 more years of scalar butts, cyberdogs, buttholes, and noobiness." Sorry for the long letter. Your number 1 fan, Jamie. Thank you so much for your awesome dog mail, Jamie. Really, really good one. And yeah, now that you've reminded me about those redstone torches on the way to Silkworm Gang Island, we need to fix that, Jazz, man. We made those things back in the day before I knew you could put the redstone torch underneath the freaking powered rail line. And come to think about it, we probably need to fix all of our railway lines too. Thanks for making my OCD go completely cray-cray, Jamie. I thank you. Thank you so much for your dog mail, my friend. Absolutely awesome. All right, my friend, let's move on to the last dog mail for this episode. And this one comes from a cyberdog called Gypsy Boy. And they have the following to say. "What's crackin', ReNDoG? This is Gypsy Boy. I hope you realize that my OCD is going crazy. By one of your pillars supporting the chute in the elephant, a block of andesite is in a spot where diorite should be, and damn, it is driving me crazy. Now, let's get talking. First, I'd like to say I have been with you since 2011 and have watched all 937 episodes, even the obscure vids like the Terraria adventure map with your brother. Secondly, you have been there for me when I was in deep depression. At the same time your granny dog passed, my mum was killed. During that time, I had finished my exams and was in a tight spot. I soon stumbled across A Fang is Born. I love that vid, and you lifted my spirits and got me through the dark times. So a big thank you for helping me. Now the suggestions. Sigh. I have noticed your railway station is now filled up. I don't know if you have any plans for an add-on to the station, but if you don't, then on the base floor you should build a tunnel made of stone bricks and cracked stone bricks to a broken down and collapsed train station. Warning, incoming lore. Which had been there for 200 years, though when the redstone era arrived it was sealed off, only to be recently discovered by the Ren. You could build it in the valley next to your elephant bridge, only 3 more stops but leading to the evil places such as the Space Worm Gang and etc. And you could build it with dark oak wood, stone slabs and stone bricks with holes in the roof. I hope you get to read this because I've been humming and hawing about this email for 3 years now. It would make my life complete if you put this on Dogmail or replied via email. Sorry for the long message from your local gypsy, Isaac A. P.S. 2 years ago I called myself ReNDoG fan number 1 on an RPG site, just to let you know, smiley face. Oh man, thank you so much for your dog mail, Gypsy, and I really am sorry to hear about your mum, but you know what? It sounds like you climbed your staircase and you are probably still climbing it now, I'm sure, but it sounds like you're doing an absolutely amazing job, and I'm deeply honored that I played a part in your healing and in you finding a better place in your life and you getting through all of those hard times. It's one of the things that I love the most about doing this stuff on YouTube is that somehow through my art and through what I do on YouTube, sometimes I get to help people like you. And it's just the most rewarding thing that I could ever have asked for when I started doing YouTube. So thank you so much for your awesome Dogmail, for making me feel really awesome. And I truly hope that you are doing really, really well, my friend. And you will be in my thoughts over the coming weeks. And I hope that you are still climbing strong and you're still getting to the top of that staircase, not giving up no matter what, Gypsy. Keep going, man. You are a freaking legend to have come this far after such a crazy event in your life. Now, the law that you have suggested, I think, is absolutely awesome. I love the idea of this like broken down railway station that's still kind of working, but is sort of overgrown by the jungle or something like that. That could be actually really, really sweet. I also really like your lore suggestion, Gypsy. I think it's really sweet. I'm getting these images of an old sort of ancient railway station overgrown by the jungle, but still functioning because of the redstone mechanics deep inside of its butthole, and leading to these evil places that you mentioned. I think that's a really, really cool idea. But yeah, man, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Gypsy. And yeah, like I said, man, you are in my thoughts. And thank you so much for all the love and all the awesome words in your Dogmail. Well, my friends, that is unfortunately the end of Dogmail for today. I had an absolute blast, as always, reading your Dogmails. And remember, if you want to send me a Dogmail, you can do so via email or on the official thread on dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community. All of the details are in the description box below. A big thank you to everybody who emailed me this week. You're all freaking legends. I love your asses. Thank you so much for watching this episode, my friends. Have an amazing week, and we will see you once again for another Dogmail next Sunday. Goodbye, everybody.